Here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Today, my good friend Colby Wilk is back with us today, and we're going to be talking about Ascension Redemption. And so all that, Ascension Redemption and more, plus we'll be doing a lot of live healing, working with Colby live on the call. So for those of you who are here live with us, raise your hand. And I'm not even going to say anything else. Raise your hand, okay? So we're going to start working with Colby in just a minute. But for those of you who don't know Colby, he is back with us. He was here earlier this year, I think, in April or something. But he's back with us again, and he is a magnificent healer, phenomenal healer. You know, wonderful. People like rave about him like crazy. And he possesses the ability to access grounded high states of consciousness and read whatever issues are present in your life. He sees past the surface, helping you identify what is hidden, long forgotten, and currently doing you damage. And you'll bring into consciousness what has been long suppressed so you can finally process what has been abandoned and undealt with. With compassion and humor, Colby partners with you to help you take heroic journey into your body. So I'm so glad that Colby's here with us. We had some technical issues, but we're all good now. So Colby, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me on. Crazy day. Crazy freaking day, dude.
But I'm so glad you're able to make it and you were able to get in, you know, so yay.
Awesome.
So Colby, let's start off by talking just briefly about Ascension Redemption. What does that mean? And also let's talk a little bit about some of the Ascension symptoms and what we may be experiencing right now.
I am glad to chat about that. And so I begin. So, yes. As somebody who is an energy junkie, or has been, I would seek out healers and gurus and shaman, anyone that could upgrade my vibration. And what I was doing was I was filling and filling and filling my system in an attempt to not be depressed, to not be anxious, to be on purpose. But what I was doing was grasping after liberation. And because I was grasping, that energy was not so great for my system. Even though I was having these ecstatic experiences and was becoming even more psychic and intuitive and clear this and clear that, my health started to go. And even though I got into this in some respects to improve my health, I noticed that my health was worse than before I began the journey. I thought my health was worse because I was ascending. Oh, these aches, these pains, this insomnia, this digestive issue, rashes, unexplainable symptoms was ascension, because that's what I was told. But really what it was my body saying, stop, slow down, enough. Ground, get embodied. Stop leaving your body. Stop going after higher realms. Stop talking to dead people. Stop talking to aliens. Stop. It's too much for me. But I didn't listen. And I kept going. Because I was going to liberate no matter what. And I tanked eventually. I got really sick. I got really hypersensitive. Couldn't leave the house. Multiple practitioners over the course of 7 years. Crazy. Thousands of dollars. And now I see people who have done the same. In an attempt to liberate, they did too much too fast, and they tanked their system. So I would like to work with your community today and take calls from people who think, oh, is this an ascension symptom or is something else going on? And I could look and maybe help them recover their health and teach them some practices from the package we'll be talking about, Ascension Redemption. Right. How do you unwind the clock? How do you restore your system after doing too much too soon? Some people in a mad quest for ascension do what I did. Some people take care of other people and don't consider themselves, and they overextend. Other people came into the planet, looked around and said, holy moly, what did I choose? And never really embodied. And so even though they might be imaginative and psychic and kind, loving people, they have a problem with this body. Problem being here, being human, being with other humans. And so all three of those categories fit into Ascension Redemption. How do you claim your body? How do you take your place on the earth? How do you enter into deep calm so your system can restore itself? And that's what I'm here to talk about today.
Awesome. So this is also about ascending with ease, right? So yes, there are so many of us who are guilty of what you just said, going to, trying to ascend without thinking of the body, without taking the body into consideration, without, paying any attention whatsoever. And so a lot of times, so many of us, we have experienced ascension symptoms. And for some of us, it's, they've gone away really quickly, like it was not a big deal, right? But some issues I think have remained. But the most important part I think is to recognize and remember the body goes with you. You cannot go to the higher realms without the body. You cannot do that, right? And so, this is about, bringing the body along on the journey with you. Keep doing the journey, whatever it is, but, pace yourself. There is no rush, right? And that's what we think. We think we have to do it in this lifetime, no matter what. I say that myself, I'll be honest, right? But this is just a blip in the whole, life cycle of the soul. This is nothing.
We have eternity to liberate. However, if you're suffering, depressed, anxious, can't find your purpose, can't find a relationship, a lot of people seek after spirituality to remedy that situation. And because they're coming from a place of grasping, the only thing that's going to come is more pain and suffering.
So we don't, I was just talking about this before we went live, is that I don't want any of you to be suffering. I don't want any of you to be in pain, none of that, right? So now that we, pretty much Colby has said how he wants to work with you. So still some of you have your hands raised. So if you're willing, let's get started, right?
Let's do a prayer before we go.
Yes.
So, my suggestion is bring your attention into your bodies, my friend. If your attention is in your body calms down because you're in it and it feels safer. Bring your attention 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you, your hara, your dantian. When your attention's in your body, your guides, your beings know where to find you. And the energy can find you. So let's pray. God, Lord, all that is, all that should have been, all that should have mattered and truly existed. Thank you for my life. Thank you for these good young people. Atanaho, Yahweh, my Lord God, my Maker, the Horn God, Ganesha, Rama, Ra, the great Om, the great mystery, the unfolding. We thank you for our lives. And we ask for the highest and best outcome for all involved. We thank the land and the beings of the land. We thank the ancestors that settled the land, specifically in my neighborhood, the Skykomish and the Duwamish. We thank our ancestors. We recognize that they are our roots. They are what gives us ground. We thank our guides for their counsel. We thank our angels for their protection. We thank our animal totems. We thank all that nurtures us. And we ask for your support in this endeavor to redeem ourselves from ascending too quickly. We ask for your assistance to recover our well-being, to find who we are, that we are hollow bones, the true life essence, the one force, one life that lives within us. Let us begin the awesomeness. Here we go. Who shall we talk to first, Alara?
Awesome. We're going to go to Beverly first. Beverly, you want to unmute yourself?
I don't like Beverly.
Oh my goodness.
Not at all.
Hi.
Hi, Beverly. I remember Beverly. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Beverly, since your first call, you're gonna be our model, yes?
Okay.
Not a lot of story, specific question. No, tell me about myself. I don't do that. Specific, not a lot of story. I'm a psychic. I don't need story. Go ahead, Beverly.
So how do I find or reclaim my joy and my ease and my career path?
Choose one, honey. Simple. Career ease, career path. Which one you gonna go for?
Career
I knew it, baby. What's your career?
nurse to counselor.
Uh-huh.
And
What do you want to do there? What's the problem?
Moving locations and circling back to what I know in another location, trying to break into a new location with a new career and coming up against obstacles.
Uh-huh. And what are your obstacles?
Trying to connect with people
Not your
for a career, for an income, that see what my
Beverly,
strengths
stop.
are and my gifts are.
Here's the rule. I'll interrupt you. Don't interrupt me, okay? Because we're just, when I get ahead, I gotta go. So, Beverly, you're not much of an entrepreneur. You lack self-confidence. Your willingness to see that you have the skill set eludes you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Right. So that is your roadblock. One, you don't have the entrepreneurial spirit, not to say you can't get it. And then you doubt what you're offering. Do you understand?
I think so.
Yeah. So bring your attention into your still point, Beverly, 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you're at home and you've got a career challenge, you may want to do what I'm telling Beverly to do. Are you ready, Miss Beverly?
Yes.
Breathe into your still point. Notice when you're there, you calm. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Notice that you don't have legs, Beverly. You exist only in your head. So keep your attention in your still point and say, I, Beverly,
Beverly,
ask for assistance
ask for assistance
to turn my legs on.
to turn my legs on.
There you go. Stay there. Because you're very in your head, we want to get your lower body engaged because your issue is with your root, your second, and your third, not with your upper chakras. Your sense of belonging, your sense that you can make it in the world, that is what's at hand here. You understand?
Yes.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good. I felt energy in my legs.
Beverly, do you have a right to be here?
I question it.
Right. That's where the work is, honey. So we're not going to be able to cover that in this quick little reading, but 99% of the challenge is finding out what the problem is. That's the problem. If you don't feel
Okay.
right to be here, that is going to be reflected. There's all sorts of practices in this package that can help you with that.
Okay.
You understand? And as a counselor, you're helping people to know their sovereignty. And you need to know your sovereignty.
Yes, that makes sense.
And that's the imbalance.
Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Was that helpful, honey?
Yes. Yes, my legs are tingling.
Good. Well, That's what I like to hear from the ladies. Good job, Beverly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Beverly. And again, you know, what Colby said was that was for everybody. Anybody who may be having issues with career or work or clients or that kind of thing, you know, you can all receive from these processes too, okay? All right. Makes sense.
You know, most New Age people complain about the lower chakras. They just don't know it, right? They complain about not fitting, not having access to their creativity, when a lot of their time is spent in the upper chakras.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they feel strong. That's where they feel confident. But you could have all the vision and psychic and intuitiveness and open heart that Beverly has. But if you're not able to bring it into the world, you're not able to do you.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna go to Cindy White. Cindy, I think I lowered your hand by mistake. You want to unmute yourself?
Yes. Hello, this is Cindy. How are you all?
Good.
Good. I have a question. So I'm wondering what's blocking me from reaching my higher potential with my vibration and connecting to source.
Not answering that question. Be specific.
Okay, I've been getting this chronic neck issue over the past 6 years, and I'm wondering, why do I keep getting this? It's through my C5 through C7 disc.
Yeah, you have a problem with, I can see it very clearly in my mind's eye. You have a problem with a piece of cartilage there. And so the chiropractor can put it back. The muscles are not supporting the bone. So there's a way that your system has gotten used to putting that piece of cartilage over there. So it needs to be moved back. So let's do this now, Cindy. Breathe. Bring your attention to the still point. Tell me when you feel a sense of calm come over you, please. And if you feel like you have some sort of physical ailment and you want to have it adjusted, you can just ask and do what I'm suggesting Cindy do. Cindy, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Do you feel a sense of calm being in your still point?
I do feel calm.
Oh. I, repeat after me,
I
get,
get
I'm terrified.
terrified
Yeah, to stick my neck out again.
to stick my neck out again.
Scares me to be with these humans.
Scares me to be with humans?
These humans.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Maybe I'm not hearing.
I am scared to stick my neck out again.
It was the last part that I didn't hear correctly.
To be
to be
with these humans.
with these humans.
There you go. One more time. I am scared.
Am scared
Stick my neck again. To stick my neck out
to stick my neck out again
with these humans.
with these humans. So what is the problem there? I don't feel like I have an issue with people. I thought that I did well with communicating.
Cindy, stay in your still point.
Okay.
Stay. You got to stay in your still point and say this. The work I do is sometimes not understandable by the ego. You understand?
The word, yes. I,
Cindy,
Cindy,
I'm scared.
I'm scared
Stick my neck out.
to stick my neck out.
Take a risk
Take a risk
with humans.
with humans.
Here we go. Stay in your still point. There we go. Breathe, Cindy. Before we were human, we were sometimes something else. It looked more like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, where people were kind to each other. This dimension's a little thicker. There we go. And we also have more autonomy. In that autonomy, some people make some difficult decisions for others. There we go. What's happening?
I do feel a sense of calmness from this.
Turn your neck to the right, Cindy.
I just felt something on my right of my neck.
Turn your neck to the right. Turn your neck up, as if looking at the right corner of the room. Neck down. There we go. There's the nice release. Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
How's your neck?
It seems like the pain is relieved in a big way.
Pardon me?
It seems like it's got a lot of relief in a big way.
Why does it seem, as opposed to it has?
Oh yes, that's how it feels. It has, yes.
Why are you diminishing it by saying it seems?
Because I've had it so long and it's been chronic, I don't know. That's
Do not believe in your possibility. You want change, but you don't sometimes believe it's possible. And when you do that, you retract. You're in danger of retracting the change. And I'm sure that's epidemic in your life.
Is there a reason that this keeps coming back? I mean, it's been like a few years and it comes back.
Get rid of it, right? And up to you whether you want to hedge your bets and say it seems as opposed to, yes, this feels much better. Wow, I just stepped into something. And then because you don't do that, it comes back because you're afraid to step into the possibility because you're afraid to be disappointed. Because humans have disappointed you. Do you understand?
I do. You mentioned that we perhaps weren't humans before we came here. Are you getting somewhere that I came from before?
Of course you came. We all came from someplace before. Of course we were different things, different incarnations, different spiritual forces. Of course. This is a denser plane with more autonomy. In the other planes that I'm aware of, you have less autonomy, more of a collective consciousness. How's your neck?
It's feeling wonderful. Yes,
Wonderful.
Indeed.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for this huge gift. I
It's
feel so much better.
It's not me. I'm just hanging out.
Good.
All right.
Cindy.
You're the facilitator. Yes, you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Miss Cindy. Step into your possibility, sweetheart.
Yes, most definitely. Many blessings to you.
God bless you.
Awesome.
God bless you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. All
You're
right, and that
welcome.
again,
Thank
that
you.
was for other people too, not just for Cindy. Okay, just remember that.
Yeah, you could say exactly what I'm having Cindy or whoever say and get benefit. By the way, I'm drinking some lovely holy basil tea. Tulsi, you can get it at Whole Foods. Very good for your adrenals. Delicious.
Nice. Good. All right, Sherry, I'm gonna go ahead. Can you unmute yourself, Sherry? Sherry? Yeah, there you go. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Kind of, almost. It's a bit low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. That's good.
Okay. Hi, Colby.
Hey,
My question is,
do I know you, Sherry?
well, I've had the pleasure and the grace that you picked me to work on before.
Because you feel familiar to me. I know you're familiar. Sherry,
Oh.
how can Laura and I help you?
Um,
And Beverly. Beverly, you're a counselor. You could probably help too. Go ahead.
I would like to know what the karma is that I need to embody.
Sherry,
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question, right? It would be arrogant for anyone to tell you what your karma is. It's arrogance. No human mind can perceive that. It's way too big. So why don't you ask me what's on your heart?
Well, I feel like I sell out. How's that then? You just answered that question. I give my power away by not trusting myself.
Yeah.
Why do I do that?
Well, honey, you answer your own question. Why do you do that? Come on, you know it. And you
Because it's safer. It feels safer. How's that? That's not good.
honey, it's not good or bad, but you learned early on to not trust yourself because you were raised by people who enforced that.
Yes.
And if you don't, and the benefit of not trusting yourself is you don't get blamed for your decisions. He told me to do it. She told me to do it. See, I didn't make that choice for myself. I got advice, and they're wrong. And when you're using logic as a way of making decisions, it's a pretty shitty compass. There's no intuition there. And you are super intuitive, and you don't follow your own guidance because you don't trust yourself. Because you're afraid that you are going to make a wrong choice and then make yourself wrong, which was your father's game.
Yeah. Okay, I would like to stop that.
Me too. So Sherry, you want to know your power, yeah?
Yes.
Great. Notice you don't really want to. Notice when you say that, it's like, nah, I don't really, that doesn't hold a lot of appeal. You want to be loved. You want to be loving. You want to feel connected. But you don't get that it's all about you. It's not about guides, it's not about angels. It's about you accessing the largest aspect of yourself. You understand?
I think so.
So do you want some personal power?
Yes.
Wonderful. If you are listening and like to access your personal power, do what I'm telling Sherry to do. Sherry, bring your attention into your still point, 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. And I will not take this call, Sherry, just to let you know. It's not going to happen, okay? So, are you in your still point, Miss Sherry?
Yes.
Good. Keep going. There you go. I, Sherry,
Sherry,
open up the gateways.
open up the gateways.
Stay in your still point or else this doesn't work. Go back to your still point. I,
Sherry,
open up the gateways
open up the gateways
that I've held closed
that I've held closed
to my power.
to my power.
I risk rejection.
In this projection,
I risk rejection.
I risk rejection.
I risk being a target. Here we go. Come on.
I risk being a target.
You want this or you don't want it?
I do want this.
I open to my power.
Sorry, repeat that.
I open to my power.
I open to my power.
Now,
Now,
I open the gateway.
I open the gateway.
Here we go. We're not open to our personal power. We want people to do things for us to prove that we are lovable. But when they do things for us, we know we're manipulating them. And so it doesn't equate as love. It equates as dominance and submission. To be powerful, you risk being a target. And that can be really scary. But then when you open to your power, when someone sends you love or gives you love, you know it's authentic and you can receive it. There you go, Sherry. You just got that piece. And clearing. And if you want what Sherry's getting, you do the same thing. Repeat after me, Sherry, and whoever else wants to do this. I receive my power.
I receive my power.
I have access to it,
I have access to it.
and I am safe within it.
And I am safe within it.
There's some past lives of being raped, kind of flipping through. A lot of stuff around here. There we go. How you doing?
Good.
Say more.
Well, I'm shaking and feeling scared, but it's a good scared. It's not a running away scared.
Good. It's real.
Yeah.
Good. Sherry, can you see me?
No.
I want you to do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to describe it. Put your fingers together, but your palms are open.
Okay, like my fingertips touch.
You got it. Put that in
And
front of your chest.
Okay.
Open your hands now. Put your fingers together again. I ask
I ask
that my field be consolidated now.
that my field be consolidated now.
There we go. So bring it together.
So bring it together.
There we go. Let me know what's happening as it happens, honey. Ooh.
Well, my hands are shaking.
There we go.
Something just gurgled in my belly.
It's a good sign. I will consolidate you. There we go. And you at home, you're welcome to do this as well. You'll feel your field come in. You don't want an overly expanded field. You want a close, tight, dense field.
Oh, something just shifted.
Good. So keep listening, Sherry. And there's a lot of practices I'm going to be sharing to help people redeem themselves after giving their power away. Because that's my journey, right? Looking for somebody to heal me. Anyone with an evolved consciousness, give me an acceleration, give me a download, right? At the end of the day, we have to come in.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing your work. And thank you for sharing, Colby.
Awesome. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Alara.
You're welcome. That was great. Okay, folks, who is next? Let me see. I think we got Jennifer 2. Jennifer 2, you know who you are. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Jennifer 2. Oh, I don't know if I can see Jennifer 2. Maybe she's here. Who knows? I don't know anymore. I don't see you, Jennifer 2. So if you're not here, oops. Yeah, Karen, you're next after Jennifer 2. I'm just trying to find her. Maybe we lost her, which is fine. All right, go ahead, Karen. Unmute yourself. Oh, no, not Jennifer 2. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was Beverly 2. So confusing. That's why I like it when they're.
Jennifer, have you got Jennifer?
I meant Beverly 2, Karen. So let me just see if Beverly 2 is here, and then we'll go to you. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. It was Beverly 2. Sorry, Beverly.
I don't think I had my hand raised, Alara, but thank you.
Well, you had written in the chat because you didn't know how to raise your hand. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did remember that. So go ahead, Beverly. What's going on?
I'm just dealing with a great deal of depression.
About what, honey?
Pick a number.
Well, pick something specific, Beverly.
I'm not sure I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Where do you want?
Location-wise, work-wise, personally, yes.
Beverly, where would you like to be?
Closer to the ocean.
Yeah. Notice when I ask you that, you're mad at God. You're mad at a higher force that your life has not turned out the way you'd like it to turn out. You're pissed. You're not depressed. You're livid. Do you understand?
I thought I'd tackled that issue.
If you had, you wouldn't be depressed right now.
Because I'm talking to God now again. I hadn't talked to him for a while.
Well, because you're mad. You think life owes you something, Beverly.
Oh, no, I don't.
Beverly, you want my opinion? I'll give you my opinion. You also didn't think you were angry at God anymore. Yet you just said, I haven't talked to God in a long time. Maybe you should give my opinion some weight. Maybe. Just curious.
No, I said I was talking to him again. I hadn't talked to him, but now I'm talking to him again, and I'm grateful.
So, where does God want you to go? Beverly.
Feel like maybe I was led down here for a reason.
Mm-hmm. So Beverly, honey, you're depressed and you don't like where you live, you don't like what you do, probably you don't like your social circle, or it's not nurturing enough. And so you want to change your life, yeah? Is that correct? Beverly,
I want to be who I'm supposed to be.
there is no supposed to. There is no supposed to. God doesn't have a plan that he's hiding from you that you've got to figure out. We are self-created. Well, we're co-created with us and the designer. But are you willing to let your life go as it is?
I don't really have a choice, though, do I?
You certainly have a choice. And if you had let it go, you wouldn't be where you are. I'm saying let it go completely. Let it go. Let go of all your intentions. Let go of all your expectations. And be like, oh, at some points in our lives, it's very prudent to just be like, okay, I don't know how to live my life. I give this up. Jesus, take the wheel kind of thing. Willing?
Am I willing to let
Yeah.
higher power take the wheel?
Are you willing to let everything go and God to step in?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Bring your attention to your still point. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Consider that your life is a tree, and you're going to take this tree down and plant a new tree. Is that okay? Beverly?
It's hard. It's hard to lose the old tree.
What makes it hard? Your attachment.
Right.
Let it go, sweetheart. The only one who can let go of an attachment is you. I mean, that's what hoarding's all about, right? I'm afraid to let go of stuff. And you're miserable, and you won't let go. Willing
Okay,
to let go?
how do I do that?
I'm going to do it right now. Are you ready?
Okay.
This is not small potatoes. There's a lot of guys listening to us. So this goes into play, it goes into play. Or you can continue suffering, your call. Or you can try to find somebody who could like spot clean your consciousness, your call. There's nothing small, it's an initiation. Do you want to do this? Yay, nay?
I want to heal, yeah.
Wonderful. In your still point you go. And if you want to change your life, like you're like, I am done with this. I'm willing to let go of everything. Use me. This is for you. This is the new tree ceremony. Beverly, repeat after me. I get that this is my tree.
get that this is my tree.
I honor it.
I honor the tree.
I acknowledge it.
I acknowledge it.
And I allow it.
And I allow it.
And I get
And I get
it is time to let this tree go.
that it's time to let the tree go.
I seek, this is you, Beverly,
I seek
a tree
a tree
that is more in alignment with me,
that is more in alignment with me,
my true self.
my true self.
I'm willing to let this tree go.
I'm willing to let this tree go.
There you go. Here we go. I am. I oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ioma. Ioma. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So there's been a space cleared. This is you, Beverly. I acknowledge
I acknowledge
the space is cleared.
the space is cleared.
Show for something new.
Sown and open for something new.
No. There we go. I ask
I ask
and invite the divine spark.
and invite the divine spark.
Here we go. This is the new seed. This is you. I plant this seed
I plant this seed
in the ground
in the ground
to grow
to grow,
unimpeded
unimpeded
by my expectations.
on my expectation,
By my expectations.
on my expectation.
There we go. I, ya, ya, ma, ta, ye. Ya, ya, ma, ya, ye. Ya, ye. Ya, ma. I ask for a blessing for this tree,
I ask for a blessing for this tree,
a blessing of love,
a blessing of love,
a blessing of power,
a blessing of power,
a blessing of surrender.
a blessing of surrender.
Put your hands on your heart, sweetheart. Breathe. And breathe in the air, the vibration of that seed, because it's started to grow. Your job in the coming days and weeks and months is to pay attention to this seedling as it grows and to give it love and to breathe in its essence. You're saying to the universe, I'm ready to start. I'm ready for a new beginning. And I'm ready to take care of myself as I grow. How are you, Beverly?
Very moved.
Beauteous. I am glad to hear that. Cool.
Yeah.
Keep listening. We're going to be doing some more practices from the package to help people anchor.
That was
Fine.
awesome, Beverly.
Very brave. Very brave. And Beverly, when you start finding that you're grasping back at the old, which you will, which we all do, you're just going to bring your attention to your new tree and bless it and breathe it in. Okay, Beverly?
Thank you for the visual. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
I tend to visually think, and so that the old tree, I saw the old tree falling.
Wonderful.
So, and then the old tree also with trees, the old fall to the ground and make room in the canopy for the light and by also giving fertilization to the ground for the new growth, for the new tree. So I think that's a very powerful image you gave.
And I love the idea that the old tree is fertility for the new seedling. Like,
Yes.
it's not like your old life was a waste. It made room, made it possible for this new growth. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Blessings, Beverly. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, that was for everybody, right? So I hope you, whoever that resonated with, if you have the same sort of thing, I hope you also did the process. I did the process. I was also quite moved by it, so it was great. All right, so Karen, sorry, I did not forget. Karen, go ahead. Just unmute yourself. Hi.
Hi, Colby.
Hey, how are you?
No, thanks. I'm in Glasgow in Scotland. I had quite a lot of pain for quite a
Karen, you're breaking up. Any way we can get a better...
Karen, do you want to just turn off your video? Because we don't need to see your video, but Colby just needs to be able to hear you. Okay, so just close your video,
yeah.
but just talk. See if that helps, okay?
Yeah, I've done that.
Great, Karen. Keep going. So you're in Glasgow.
Yeah. Fibromyalgia, I don't know if that's true or not, but I get a lot of pain. I also did a lot of heavy lifting and care work. I have neck pain. So I wonder if you could help me, please.
Laura, could you hear her? Because I'm having a hard time. Can you translate?
Yeah, so she has fibromyalgia, and she was told she has fibromyalgia, is what I get, and that she does healthcare work, I think, so a lot of heavy lifting and so on, right, Karen?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Karen, I can thank you, Laura. I can see what's going on. So Karen, you are a lovely person.
Thank you.
Really lovely. You're kind. You're lovely. You're warm. People come to you for support, and you're constantly putting yourself second. Constantly. Yes. And you are under the impression that goodness is rewarded. And it's not. It's not. It's not how the universe works. So, Karen, your fibromyalgia is a sign you're doing too much and not taking care of yourself. You are not the priority in your own life. Another way of saying it, the center of the issue is self-love. I love taking care of people. I mean, this is what I do, right? And it took me a long time to get, I want to take care of myself. And that's the piece you're missing right now. The desire to take care of yourself, the desire to make you number one. And when I put that into your space,
Yeah,
it's like,
I've been,
oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. I feel guilty. It's good. It's God's law to take care of other people. But your system is giving you information to stop. To stop. So what your system wants to do is go to the beach and sit on the sand and look out. But your personality and ego wants to help people, feed the homeless, whatever this is, and stay busy. But what your body wants, which is really connected to your spirit, is just to sit and watch the water. Do you understand, Karen?
yeah, I actually haven't been working for 7 years.
You're still taking care of other people, sweetheart. Your
Not
priority is
as
others.
much.
You may have come far, but you're asking me the roots of this. That's what I perceive.
I agree, there's not enough self-love.
Yes, there's not enough self-love. Correct. So Karen, put one hand on your heart.
Could you help me, please?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, sweetheart. Put one hand on your heart, the other hand
Thank you.
on your belly, and breathe. Breathe. Karen, do you relate to Mother Mary?
Yes,
Wonderful. Karen, repeat after me.
I,
And if you want to get help self-love, this is how you do it. I call forward Mother Mary.
I call forward Mother Mary,
Mother of all mothers of mothers.
Mother of mothers.
There we go. I call forward Mother Mary.
I call forward Mother Mary.
I call forward Mother Mary.
I call forward Mother
Here she
Mary.
comes. And if you want to do this, you do exactly. There you go. Karen, I receive your love, Mother Mary. I
I
receive.
receive your love.
There we go. There you go. Feel the warmth enveloping. The I'm enough, you're enough. This is a mother who knew how to mother. Who didn't make it about her, but was able to make it about you. Is able to make it about you. How you doing, Karen?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks.
Good. Can you feel your system calming?
Yes.
Wonderful. So your homework is to sit with Mother Mary and receive her love. Because we are the product of love, whether we had enough or we didn't have enough. People who get enough tend to have better nervous systems, have more sense of self. People who didn't get enough tend to wander around looking for themselves. Sometimes we know ourselves in the eyes of another. So that's how children learn who they are. There we go. Your system's settling now, Karen. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Good. Did I answer your
Thank you.
question?
Yes, thank you very much. I now know what to do.
Okay, good. So you're going to keep listening, and we're going to share more practices. You're a lovely person.
Thank you. So are you?
Oh, thank you. I'm going to tell you one story, Karen. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
I have two friends. One calls himself Miracle, and he constantly is doing things for other people and resentful that other people aren't doing it for him. Doing a lot of good. I have another friend who's more like I Am Love. He runs around in the energy of love, and people are constantly falling all over this guy. He doesn't do nothing for nobody. But people respond to him because of the vibration he's running. I want you to stop doing acts for people, small ones, little ones. And I want you to be like my friend I Am Love. Just be in the energy of love, but without having to serve anyone other than you. The only one, Karen, you're here to please is you. No one else.
I'm actually a healer like yourself. How do I not heal, when I have a gift?
Uh-huh. You have no business working with people as a healer while your system is so messed up.
Oh,
You have no business
okay.
because it's depleting you. And
Yeah.
you need to make money, you need to make money, right? That needs to be measured. But my statement still stands. The only one you're here to
I'm on
please.
sickness benefits.
One more time?
Yeah. I don't work. I'm on benefits in the UK. I
Laura, I'm having a
probably
hard
do voluntary work.
Yeah, she gets benefits from the UK government, so she doesn't have to work as much, is what I'm getting.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right,
Right,
Karen.
Karen, hopefully that was right.
Vol work still.
Yeah, of course. You still have to do a little bit and you want to work, but focus on yourself is what Colby's saying.
Right. Go to
First.
the beach.
Okay?
And I totally understand.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you,
Well,
thank
never
you,
mind.
thank you.
Thank you, Karen. It was so good to hear your voice. And it's like we haven't heard your voice in a long time, I think. So
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely to communicate with you as well, Lara. Thank you very much for everything.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thank you, Karen. All right, so that was awesome. And so again, that was for everybody, right? Again, it's not just for Karen, right? It's for everybody. So please do pay attention to all of these processes, because even though you think, well, that doesn't resonate with me, let me tell you, every single one so far has resonated with me, okay? So
You're just a fan, Laura. You're a fan.
I am a fan, but they all resonated. It's like, oh my God, yes, 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 yes. So it's like I'm getting so much healing for myself. So you all, I wish you all to receive as well. Okay, so be open to receive it. All right, Kat. Okay, Kat, do you want to unmute yourself? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Hi, Colby. I was just putting in the chat. Every call after call after call, I just have resonated so much. This has been amazing. Thank you, and thank you for calling on me, Alan.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious if so. 2 of my kids are showing anxiety. They're showing signs of anxiety, and I ground with them throughout the day, every day. And just try to be as stable and constant, but I'm curious if they're getting it from me, if they're getting it from our ancestral line. Like, what can I be doing to help them?
What are your kids' names?
This would be
Just
Leo,
Neil,
Leo,
Leo.
and May.
So a lot of this anxiety to me feels pre-birth of this lifetime. So there is some small traumas and stuff, but I don't think that's what it's about. I think this has to do with trauma that has come forward to be healed in this lifetime. I want you to consider that we all have an arc. We start off one way, and by the time we're done, we become something else.
Yeah.
So for me, I was very quiet. I wouldn't talk to anyone, very to myself, very not confident. And you could see that is not who I am now. That is my journey.
Yeah.
Your kids have their journey. Anxiety is a fancy way of saying fear.
Yeah.
So from being fearful to trusting, or from fearful to confident. So my recommendation to you, Kat, is let them be on their journey.
Okay.
Right? Which is really tough for you. So when I say that, can you feel that your heart is tugging?
My heart on my stomach. But I agree with you. I'm not arguing. But yeah, I felt it.
Oh. And so that's not them, that's you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's you not wanting them to have a negative experience.
Yeah.
It's understandable, you're their mother and you want life to be easy for them. But as the Buddha said, life is suffering. Right?
Mhm.
Suffering is based on attachment.
Absolutely.
We all have attachment. Right?
Mhm.
We don't have to suffer, but we're human. We attach. It's just our process. So
Mhm.
my suggestion for you is to believe in their well-being, that they will find their way.
Yeah.
And that's what's missing. You have it, but you need more of it.
Okay.
You're a good mom. Really are.
Thank you.
And my only recommendation to you is when you see them anxious, you're going to give them space to be anxious.
Mhm.
If you need to do that, son, that's what you need to do. It's okay. I'm right here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? So we've all had our journey, and sometimes we need to be in pain to change ourselves.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know that. So
Yeah.
I want you to, and this is not, you don't need to necessarily practice. I want you to know, I want to give you permission to let your kids have their experience.
I hear you.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you heard the term positive parenting?
Yeah.
You may want to research that a little bit,
Mhm.
right? Because I think it would be really great with your kids.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you. So they're not getting it. I'm not making them. This is
No,
theirs.
I don't get that you're making them anything, or
Right.
I don't get that. I don't get that somebody was, unfortunately trauma. I just think this is something that they're going through,
Okay.
and know that they are going to be okay.
Yeah. Terrific. Thank you so much.
My absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kat. And that's a great lesson to learn for us parents. We have to give our children the space to be themselves and live their path, live their journey, and knowing that, let them know that we're there to support them when they need it, right? But we're not going to control their lives. We're not going to control their journey. We're not going to control their path. That's, before they were our children, before that, they are their own beings, okay? So we have to always remember that. But so I mean, I think I can say this now, but I think I'm a really good parent, in that way. In that way, I've given my kids lots of space and freedom to be and to choose. But I always, they knew, when push comes to shove, if I need anything, mom is there 100% all the time. But I'm not going to tell them what to do. I'm not going to push them to anything. So I give them choices, give them options, but always know that you're there. Okay, so I can actually say that now, after a long time, that I actually am a really good parent. When I was younger and my kids were younger, I thought I was a terrible mother, but
Oh,
I've gotten better. So I was like, no, I'm actually really good. So it's all good. So, and maybe it's because they turned out so wonderfully. So that's why, it's like, oh, thank God I didn't screw them up too bad. They're okay. Yeah, just having fun. All right, so we're gonna go to the next caller. 1 second. All right, so we're gonna go to Maria, and then we're gonna go to Gurjeet. So Maria, you wanna unmute yourself? Hello, hi Maria. Great, what do you have to ask Colby?
Hi. Just
No
everything's been
story.
so wonderful.
Again, right? No story, just go right to it.
Laura knew where I was going. I'm like, okay, Maria, chop to it. What's up?
Okay, not sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Very stagnant.
Uh-huh. What do you want to work on, Maria? One thing.
Career.
What's your
relationship.
So I'm just gonna say one thing. This is something you've been going through for the past, I don't know, a long time.
That she's been going through for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think? Maria, what's your career? Let's get this going. What do you do?
I childcare.
And you can't find children to care for?
No. change,
One more time.
She wants
change,
to change her career.
To what, honey?
heal,
To be a healer.
What kind of healer?
don't know,
Honey, why am I having to pull this out of you? Why am I doing more work in this call than you are?
can't talk.
Why can't you?
All right. So, because she's working right now, I guess, caring for a child, so she can't talk. Well, when you want to work with Colby, you have to be able to talk.
Right. I mean, like, I'm not here to supplant your power.
No, but again, stagnation.
So you want to be a healer. So if you're in a place where we could talk freely, I'm glad to continue this. If not, I think you should book a private session with me.
I will.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Maria. Yeah,
By
it's
the way,
hard.
Marla Yearwood, your kid is so cute. That is a cute kid. Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
very cute. Awesome. Thank you, Maria. All right, Gurjeet, we're going to you.
Yes, hi Colby and hi Alara.
Hi.
And I'm straight to the point.
Ah, I like her already.
No.
I totally
What
get
concerns
you. I
me-
totally get you people. Awesome.
Yes. What concerns me is the condition of my feet. Now I have cuts and there's a lot of burning, itching, like a rash, and I am not aware of what the cause is, and nothing seems to help. And I need help.
Yeah, I get that. So, remind me of your name. I'm sorry. I see it's Professor something on it.
Gurjeet, Gurjeet.
Greet. Okay, great. I see.
Gurjeet.
Okay, I'll see you. I see you walking around with bare feet and going on a pilgrimage. I think this is 5 lifetimes ago in linear time. And you're searching and you're searching and your feet are cracking. And you're looking for the embodiment of the divine in the form of like a guru, I guess. And you keep on searching and you find somebody and you're like, you're not it. You're not it. And in this lifetime, you keep on searching for the divine in the form of a guru, a man usually. And so this is that. This is, I have to search and find, but what I'm looking for, I can never locate. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Great. And I imagine that theme has carried over into this life. I'm looking, but I cannot find. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that would, if it were me, I'd be really frustrated. That I'm doing my best to make something happen in my life, but it's not showing up. Do you understand?
Totally agree.
Great. So there's an expectation you have about how the divine will show up. That the divine needs to be these things in order to be the divine. Do you understand?
Yes.
And part of Ascension Redemption is looking outside of ourselves for God, as opposed to we are the divine aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Consider that you are a wave. The top of the wave is your ego. If you descend down through the wave, you get to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
The ocean is the larger consciousness. But if
Yes.
you're looking from up here, from your ego, you're not going to find the divine.
Yeah.
You have to get below the surface of the wave. Down here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Great. So bring your attention into your still point. Bring your fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you.
Yes.
I,
I,
and if you want to do this, you can do the same thing. Say your name, hon.
Gurjeet,
Get. I have an expectation
that I have an expectation
of how the divine shows up.
how the divine shows up.
I get that now.
I get that now.
I accept it and I allow it.
I accept it and I allow it.
There you go. Whew, can you feel that? Holy crap. Gurjeet, can you feel, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I felt like I was suddenly pushed to the back of my chair, like I was pushed back
Wonderful.
and up.
Yeah, so sit up straight, chest out, jaw back. I get that if I relinquish this search
I get that if I relinquish the search
for the divine,
for the divine,
I will feel hopeless.
I will feel hopeless.
I accept that.
I accept that.
There we go. Oh, there's a lot happening. Wow. And all of us, I would think, have expectations of how the divine looks, shows up. You're not the only one. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I can sense a feeling of calmness.
Good. How your feet feel?
I'm surprised they're feeling, I mean, I won't say 100%, but all that burning, itching, all the torture that was going on seems to have dramatically reduced.
I like the word dramatically. Let's get rid of the word seem. Right? My legs feel better. My feet feel better dramatically.
My feet feel better dramatically.
Not completely, but dramatically. Great. Then we're acknowledging what these beings and yourself are doing, as opposed to, I'm going to wait and see if I had a transformation. That just pisses off I would get pissed off if I'm a guide helping you out, and right? I'd be ticked. So what I want to leave you with, hon, is when you notice you're questing after something and you have a perfect picture about it, to sit with yourself and to take your, stop your searching and bring your attention in. Because you are the one you're searching for.
Uh-huh.
And the motto goes, right?
Okay.
You are the one, and you are lovely. Okay?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Colby.
Pleasure's
Thank you.
all mine.
Thank you, Gurjeet. Good to see you. Glad you're here. All right, we're going to go to Katerina. Katerina, you want to unmute yourself?
Is that a yawn, Alara?
It is.
Don't be doing that.
I've been yawning throughout the whole call. I do that when the energy is moving.
Ah, see here, I'm making you.
Oh my God, I couldn't find this mute button. Here I am.
Yep, awesome. Katerina, how are you?
Oh, thank you so much. Well,
Sure.
I go straight to the point.
Yes,
My
please.
issue is about 60 years plus, struggling with quite severe respiratory problems, asthma, Epstein-Barr, or related to breathing. And now I feel this block at the back of my, between the neck and the upper shoulders. This way I feel mostly this kind of block, congestion, which is not moving. Spending
Katerina,
all my life on hearing myself.
Katerina, slow down. I need to understand what you're saying, and your accent's a little thick for me. So let's slow down.
Right.
So you have some sort of thickness in your neck. Is that what you're saying?
Base of the neck and the upper shoulders, C7, T1 in this area. It's a congestion, which is mostly probably in my bronchi, but I feel it at the back.
Okay, let me look, Katerina. Is that all right?
Yes.
What's up with Katerina? You show me a container with different flags, and you're not quite sure what flag to pick, which makes me either think this is a problem of identity. You're not quite sure what identity to, garner, whether that's what country I belong to, what religion I belong to, who I am. Like who I am is the challenge. And obviously this is about self-expression, this area. So Katerina, who are you?
I'm a child of God.
Come on, go in your body, sweetie. That's just from your head and from your ego. Go in your body. 3 fingers below your belly button. See, the problem with metaphysical people is you know the right answer,
Exactly.
bypassing your body and your physiology, so you don't get to your stuff.
Yes.
That stuff is what gets you to be a child of God. So Katerina, from your body, who are you?
Well, all my life I'm just trying to take my space.
I'm going to ask the question again, because you haven't answered it. Who are you?
I feel constricted, like I cannot be me.
Right, there you go. You can't be me, you can't be you, and you don't necessarily know who that is. So you're constantly...
I have a feeling being me is be expanded and free, and being constricted and not free, it's not me.
Understood. So you don't know who you are, and you can't yet access who you are. Okay? And the truth is, who are we? I'm Colby, but, okay, I'm all sorts of things, right? So it's a question that really language can't answer, right?
Yes.
It's a sense. You bring your into your body, Katerina. 3 fingers below your belly button, in the middle of you. There we go. And they've started. Can you feel that?
I feel the time there.
There we go. And if you're like Katerina, and you're having a problem like knowing who you are and that it's safe to be you, just sit, and the beings will work with you. It's not a simple solution, right? We have billions of lifetimes, if not more or less, trying to find out who we are and who we're not. We've mutated and mitigated ourselves in order to survive our families and our culture. We've hid ourselves. We're afraid of being a target, being ambushed or annihilated. There you go, Katerina. Good. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Good. There we go. So I just saw you got into the bucket of the flags. And you're like, here I am. I don't need to pick a flag. I'm here. Good. How are you doing? Tell me what's going on.
Well, yeah, I feel better, but I still feel the stuff at the back of my neck.
Right. Like I said, this is not an easy fix, honey.
Mm-hmm.
My suggestion is, because you have an embodiment issue, that it's safe to be you, you consider buying the package, which is all about anchoring into you, being yourself.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, yes, absolutely related to all the calls today, yes.
Good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katerina.
Thank you, Alara.
So that was, also, the whole embodiment, who am I, is a tough question to answer, especially when you're on the spot, I'll be honest.
Me, and can it go well in the world?
Yeah.
That's the question.
All right, Galaxy A8. I don't know who you are, but Galaxy A8, if you want to unmute yourself. Hopefully you're a nice person.
I am Shama. Is
Hi,
that me?
Shama. Yeah, hi.
Hello,
Yeah,
Alara doll. How are you?
I'm
And
good.
Colby, thank you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me properly? I have headphones on.
Yep, all
I
good.
have just, okay. I've just been crying. I felt so much that transpired with all the women. And I was more concerned about my memory and my eyesight, but now I'm not really sure what to pinpoint to ask Colby.
Me neither.
Hello, you're so gorgeous. Perhaps why, I'm not going to show you me now. Perhaps my memory. I was quite a bit. I was surprised at how I forgot. And
You forgot what?
my appointments and so on. A little bit of a memory loss. I seem to sort of short term. And I'm not sure.
Were you in an accident or something, or just age?
I think it's age. I'm 65 next month.
Yeah.
It could be age, but you know, I've been working on a lot of health issue and bringing the love in and holding the love and working with mother. You know, I'm just going intuitively and hoping that I'm doing the right thing, but it's more physical, that I'm really scared that if I lose my memory and my sight, I'm fat. Sorry.
So the thing about aging,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm 53, is it's all about surrender, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Right, and our culture has forgotten that, and we have this, let me try to look young and stop time, and oh, look, I look great, I still look like I'm in my 20s, my 30s, my 60s, whatever it is. And
fear.
Aging teaches us is to surrender our attachment to our identity.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't like the lesson.
Yeah.
Right, like, oh, okay, I'm okay with getting wrinkles, but I'm not okay with any sort of brain or sight changes.
Mm-hmm.
But you know why that's happening? Because
No.
you're attached to that aspect of you.
Okay.
My hair is thinning. You want to know why? Because I'm attached to my looks. I'm attached.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I can go get a hair transplant or whatever if I want to chase after that. I have options. You definitely could do brain gym and take your supplements and all that and play crossword puzzles, which would be fine. Or you can accept that you're changing. Because what opens up for you is a deeper sense of stillness, calm, which I know you experience. I can feel it in you.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question I ask you is, do you want to exchange that calmness for your brain, your memory working? And it's a difficult choice.
Yes, it is.
We all want God to save us. And we all believe in God when things are going well in our lives. But when we're up against something, the tendency is to believe that there's nothing holding us. And you are held. Can you feel that? Your guide just came in and they're gathered around you. Can you feel that?
Yes.
They're right there. And instead of saying thank you, which you do, you're lovely, please lead on, you keep on asking for things to change to suit your idea of what you think you need to do to survive. And you're doing that because you believe the world is harsh. You have no future if you don't have a great memory and great sight. And your world is being expanded. And you're like, but I'm scared. And they're like, sweetie, you signed up. And instead of being like, okay, I trust, greater stillness, please. Greater stillness, greater calm. I was in an automobile accident too, and my memory has been impacted. I get that. I get what's going on for you. Different cause. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm understanding what you're saying. For the first time, I actually went out without a hat because I had let my hair grow throughout the whole of COVID, and I haven't touched up my hair roots, and I have been finding it so difficult to let people see that I have that I'm growing old.
Yeah. We all are. We all are. And media doesn't help us, right? I was watching something with Zac Efron. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, he's a
Gorgeous.
cute guy. Yeah.
So gorgeous. So
cute and in shape and dance and sings. Yes.
Oh, guy can do everything. And he's saying, he's like, in this Baywatch movie, and he's like, I saw some interview, and he's like, I couldn't maintain it. Like, I had to have no carbs. I was completely dehydrated, and I was miserable. And here's a guy who has everything, like, and he's like, I'm eating burgers, and he's getting a little fat. You could see it, and I'm like, God bless you. Like, he's not attached to it. And that guy, Mr. Beautiful, is not attached to it. You and I, with our hair issues, we can get there.
Yeah, I guess I need to see it that way. I have been a receptionist all my years, and I was let go last year, and I just assumed it's because I got older and I'm, not because I was efficient and so on, that they just saw the looks rather than the work I did. And I was sent there. I was there for 20 years, and I was welcoming everyone. I was doing God's work as far as concerned, showing people kindness and compassion and acceptance. And I think it started from last year that I felt that they told me that I was old, and I didn't get the acknowledgement of say, thank you, we need to let you go, and I hope you're okay with it. I just got, well, I'm sorry, the work we have isn't, so on. So I felt really rejected, I guess. Now that you're saying that, that came to mind.
So, honey, you let what their response to you diminish you.
I did. I couldn't go back to that place. It's been over a year, this July 27th, and I could never speak to anyone there or go back to the place.
Sweetheart, you certainly can speak to them. You're choosing not to because you're still in the trauma of it.
Yes.
No one gets to tell you who you are but you. No one. Do not.
That part. Sorry.
Do not give your power away. And you know what? Laura, can I curse on this? Fuck them. Maybe you're not the right brand for them. Fine. You'll find something even better. God's moving you along. It's not a loss. It's a freaking victory.
Thank you for that. You know what? I use those two words to these ones that betrayed us. And I totally empowered myself with fearlessness on that note. And I'm able to hold the space for that aspect of things. But
they did not betray you. They moved you along. And go get yourself a good lawyer. There's age discrimination. Go get yourself a good lawyer.
Yeah, it's over a year. It's been past that now. So
be a good lawyer. Stop with being a victim. If they did you wrong, then you self-advocate for yourself. If
thank you.
Unethical, then you go and stand up.
Thank you. You're the first one that's got my back,
I don't got your back.
Well, I don't have too many people encouraging me to go get
You go
to
get
advocate.
yours. You go advocate for yourself. In the metaphysical world, we're like, oh, hope, love, joy, dreams. I don't want to be a problem. Oh, God helps those who help themselves.
Yes, you're right.
Don't call a lawyer. Do an informational call. They'll do it for free. See if you have a case.
I'm in Toronto. Let's do it.
Go for it.
Oh.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I could still intervene. It's the same thing. The fear of going up against, and what do I have? And
I was gonna say, Shama, also go back and listen to some of the processes from before when Colby did the one about being in your power. Do that one again as well.
Right. Okay.
yeah, I'll listen
Right.
to the reply.
Yeah, so stand up for yourself, do what you need to do for you, and be in your power. And if you think that they did wrong, then go see somebody. And in Canada, we still have legal aid, right? So, you know, you can always talk to somebody. You know, if you need help, let me know, and I can also guide you in that way. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Alara.
The legal
So
part.
sweet.
Just let me know if you need that, and I'll
I've
make
had
some
a
calls.
problem with. I have a problem with these legal papers, and I don't know why I have a fear of that. I still have yet to
More
renew
victims
my.
love. More
Yeah, that's-
victims love.
Yeah.
Stop that.
All right.
Stop
So
it. Exactly. Okay.
I got to power up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thank you so much. Bless you guys. Bless you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Shama. Glad you were
Appreciate it
here.
all.
Thank you.
Hello,
All right.
everyone. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
All right. Okay, how are we doing, Colby?
We're doing great. I think we should talk a little bit about the package, right?
Yeah, so I was thinking we'd talk a little bit about the package, and then we'll come back and take a few more people. What do you think?
Sounds
Good?
awesome.
All right, so for those of you who are on the live page or here, you can go to, just click on special offer. Those of you who are not, you can go to alara.at/show/Colby9. All right, so Colby has, I think, 6 MP3s plus 2 live Zoom calls with Colby. So Colby, let's talk about it.
So, package is about Ascension Redemption, how to reclaim yourself after giving yourself away, doing too much too fast, or never ever really embodying.
Yeah.
Symptoms: digestion, insomnia, rashes, ill at ease, not feeling like you belong, not feeling like you could find a place to fit. It's an incredibly important package for those people who it's important for. If you are somebody who's done too much too fast, hasn't done a good job taking care of yourself, or never felt really embodied, like you belong here, this is for you. It initiates, or the first piece of the package is a ceremony where you're welcomed into the matrices. You meet the beings. The container is such that it makes learning perfect and appropriate for you. Then we move on to 6 MP.
You should be cleaning up your playroom.
What's going on?
1 second, let me see if I can find
Somebody needs to clean their room.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to highlight this. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it's so much content. There's an MT3 about the body comes first. How to befriend your body. How to, as opposed to being carried around by it, see it and experience it as your co-creator in this lifetime. If you're going to liberate, it's going to be done through your body. Then there's an MP3 on energy triage, like, okay, I've screwed myself up. How do I clean myself up? How do I return to well-being after giving my energy away or allowing people to have my energy? Then we move into Mr. Clean, how to clean up your field. So when you go to Costco, when you go to IKEA, I know so many people who are metaphysical who can't go out because they're so sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's negative, they get hit. If they have a negative thought, they're up for days. Like, how do you bring yourself back to neutral? Then the best friend, the earth. Like, your best friend's got to be the earth. As New Age people, we like to talk about higher realms. But my friends, we are walking earth consciousness. If your health comes from anywhere, it comes from the earth. Make the earth your best friend. See this incarnation as the most important. descend into you. Then we go into making yourself into gold. Gold is a very high vibrational color, and it can bring your vibration up while keeping you embodied. And then finally, the package ends with a Q&A live Zoom call where you get to ask me any questions about the package as well as personal questions. I want you, if you purchase this package, to know at the end of the package, you know how to do all these practices so that you can do them anytime, anywhere, and in front of anyone to bring yourself back to you. And that's the package.
Awesome. And even on each of the MP3s, there's all sorts of different processes too. It's not just like one process per MP3, right?
Like 5 or 6 processes per MP3.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
a lot of content, and I made it such that you can go back and review.
Yeah. And this is about maintaining your energy field, maintaining a body, being embodied here on the planet, you know, and using, I don't know if you were using, but allowing the earth to support you in your healing, in your expansion, in your growth, in your, you know, as you move forward, right? And whatever we want to do, it's going to be through the body.
This is where we live.
Yeah, you can't liberate, you can't, you know, create the life you desire without the body. So you know, you must incorporate the body into all that you do. Right, so that all of that is available at alara.at/show/Colby9. And I was just going to say really quickly the dates for the live Zoom calls. I think there's one at the beginning of October 11th, I think, and then the second one is October 25th. Okay, just so that you know you have some time before it starts. All right, so awesome. Thank you, Colby.
You're welcome.
I like that.
I just had a thought. Zach, I'll get a call after this. Zac Efron will call me. Heard you're talking about me, Colby. That
would be cool. Yes, I agree. All right, so we have a few more people with their hands raised. We lost somebody just now. Sorry, Martin. I guess you had to go. But all right, Devki, you want to unmute yourself?
Hello, Alara.
Hi, Devki.
Hi. Hi, Colby.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, I have a digestive issue, lots of digestive problems, and I've tried many different treatments, but the problem persists. So I'm just wondering if you can send some healing my way.
No. Why am I saying no to Vicky? You listened to the call so far. Why am I saying no? That I'm going to send healing.
Because I said I was wondering.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Because healing is not external from you.
Oh, right. Okay.
No, not right. The energy, you believe that your answer is outside of yourself.
Okay.
That I am so powerful that I could heal you.
Okay.
No one could do that for you.
Okay.
I can help you bring your attention to you and unmask what you've hidden, denied, and abandoned. Okay. But you're used to, like another one of our callers, giving away your power.
Yes.
Stop it.
Okay.
Why do you think you do that? To Vicky?
Well, maybe I don't have confidence in myself.
Maybe.
Mm.
You show me a carriage, and you're riding the carriage, and there's a horse in front of you, and the horse is going very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Your horse is your spirit. It's one of your animal totems.
Okay.
You want it to slow down. You don't want to go with the speed of your spirit.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yes.
You're actively resisting yourself. Why? Why?
I'm not too sure.
Because you don't trust your spirit. You don't trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you seek people who seem powerful, in this case, to help you. And you've got an incredible horse in front of you.
Okay.
You're incredibly powerful. And to Vicky, an upgrade to you would be to tell me to fuck off. Fuck you, Colby. You don't know shit. Like, fucking shut up. Like, claim your power. No psychic's 100% accurate. I'm just interpreting things I'm seeing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to tell me to fuck off. Be awesome. You sign of power. So, Vicky, you want to move ahead here?
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. How about you bring your attention into your body?
Okay.
Breathe. And you, if you feel like you don't trust yourself, like your higher self's out to lunch, might be something you want to do.
Yes.
Breathe, Vicky. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Repeat after me. I get my spirit.
Get my spirit.
Feels like it's moving too fast for me.
Moving too fast for me.
I get that now.
I get that now.
I accept it and I allow it.
I accept it and allow it.
Feels like I'm just holding on to the neck of the horse.
Feels like I'm just holding on to the neck of the horse.
As it gallops.
As it gallops.
I'm afraid I cannot take control.
I'm afraid I cannot take control.
I don't know how to control the reins.
I don't know how to control the reins.
There we go. So Reiki and some of the other subtler energy forms, sure, you can send it, but none of that is known for real transformation. Sure, it can help you feel better. But it's not going to cut to the core of something. In order for something to cut to the core,
yes,
be with yourself. There we go. Good. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I feel like a weight has left my body.
Good. Did I heal you?
No, I healed myself.
You put your attention on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Healing happened. Whether you healed yourself, I don't know, but because there are other beings and things. But you're doing the work, and your beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wondered, Vicky, if you trusted your horse, what that would be like. If you made friends with it. You ever seen the movie Black Beauty?
Yes.
Right, the kid, he's on the island, and he kind of befriends the horse, he coaxes him. He doesn't get on and ride him and dominate him. He makes friends. So my suggestion is to watch Black Beauty, my second movie reference today.
Okay.
See if you could do the same thing with your inner horse. What would it look like if you befriended this version of you? As opposed to trying to get on and dominate.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
What are you doing tonight?
Gonna watch Black Beauty.
That's right. All right, my friend.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I was
That
hoping
was
she'd
great.
fuck off. That would have been funny.
What?
I was hoping she'd tell me to fuck off. I thought that would be funny.
I knew she wouldn't.
Yeah.
I knew she wouldn't. And it's it's like, okay, Martin. Because that's something I could not do either. So like, there's no way Vicky's doing it. Couldn't do it. Martin, go ahead. Your question for Colby.
Hi, Colby. Can you hear me okay?
Martin, you're a man. This is so exciting.
Yeah, I thought I was in the wrong group or something.
No, I can help you.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Can you please help me see what is stopping me from fully trusting myself, trusting my decisions?
Martin, it's really be specific because it's too broad for me to look at.
Okay.
We all have issues trusting ourselves, even me.
Right.
I don't imagine Zac Efron has that problem, but
Yeah.
tell me where you're having troubles trusting yourself so I can see something.
For example, when I should move to Peru permanently, for that one, for example.
When do you want to move to Peru?
Honestly, when I'm ready. But
No, Martin, I asked you a question. When do you want to move to Peru?
permanently,
That's not my question. When? When do you want to? Tomorrow, next week, 2 years? Not when you should, not when you can. When do you want to move to Peru?
when my finances are taken care of.
Not what I asked you. I asked you, when do you want to?
When?
Martin, I want to move to the beach. Laura knows this. I want to move to the beach. When do I want to? Now. Right? I don't have it set up to do it, especially given COVID and Seattle's covered in smoke, but I want to now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that may not be true for you. When do you want to move to Peru?
I'd say sometime next year.
Great. Notice your energy is, and in that,
right.
And in that energy is disgust of you. You're disgusted with you. You're not proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
You want something and you're not letting yourself have it. My question is why?
And see, that's the uncertainty.
What are you uncertain about?
Like whether I'm gonna regret it, whether I'm ready to go.
Martin?
Yes.
So, sweetie.
Sweetie, there you go.
Sweetie, you're lovely. Okay. You are, I see you catching a football, whether this is true or not. You got it in your gut and you're running. Let's see what happens with this image. And you get to the field goal. Is that what that's called, the goal thing? And then you turn around and no one's paying you any attention. And so what this makes me think is your successes as a child were not acknowledged. You put forth effort and no one fucking noticed. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. And so because you didn't have that experience of being celebrated, you're like walk around with your ball and you're like, oh, what I do doesn't really matter. So the problem is not that you're afraid of making a decision. You're worried this is not going to make a difference. That moving to Peru, although you think it's going to help you, may not. And then you'd be mad at you for going through all this to make that happen. Do you understand?
Yes.
Does that sound right to you?
Yes. It's not
Right.
regret. Yeah.
So you're worried about blaming everyone because you weren't acknowledged for your achievements. You're worried about making another achievement and not getting acknowledged by you.
Right.
What are you going to do about that?
I gotta love myself more. Yeah.
Martin, if you want to move to Peru, you're going to have to jump off this diving board. My suggestion, you book your flight today. There's no going back. Say to the universe, I'm ready. And put something at stake. In poker, you don't get to play the hand unless you ante. You got to put something down. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What does that feel like to you?
Oh, that's good. It's,
If you book, will you book your flight today?
Oh, it's actually already booked, but I don't know whether that'll be a permanent move or a temporary move. That's something that I've been thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want it to be permanent?
Man, I don't know. That's
That's
what,
why I asked you. Do you
Nope.
want it to be permanent?
no.
Then you don't. So it's temporary.
Okay.
Martin, you know what you want. You're just afraid to want it.
Ah, okay. I think that's it.
Do you understand? You know what you want.
Afraid to want it.
You're afraid
Yeah.
to want it.
Yeah,
You're at the end of the phone. Look what I did. I made it to a field goal. No one listens. If no one notices you, then you're not important. And you're not loved. And you're not worthwhile. So what you're avoiding is not failure. You're worried that you will perceive yourself as unimportant and loveless.
yeah, that afraid of wanting it, that really resonates with me because
Yes, I'm glad that was helpful.
Yep.
Okay. Keep listening. We'll do more, I guess.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Pleasure's all mine. Thank you for being the other male here.
Yeah. You're not alone.
Thank you, Martin.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Right. Oh, that was awesome. And it's like, you know, so many times people say they don't know what they want, and I'm always like, sure you do. You do, but you're afraid to admit it, or afraid to express it, or you're looking for a guarantee, or you know, like that everything will work out if this is what I want. But you know, we all know what we want, and we all know what we don't want. But are you willing to choose it?
Right. Take the risk and go get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was good. Thank you. All right, Karen, iPhone Karen.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm wondering, Colby, how do I get past these feelings of unworthiness, that I don't deserve to be loved, that I'm not good enough?
We all have that, sweetheart.
Oh, okay.
You're not alone. You're not special in your dysfunction.
Okay.
Where do you experience? Give me an example of it, like specifically.
My daughters, one daughter in particular, I guess.
Can you be more specific? Tell me.
She's been on drugs. She's got a baby. The situation has been really bad.
You feel unloved by her?
Yeah. That I somehow, I guess, caused her to be dysfunctional. Because she blames me for everything.
Are you to blame?
I have some blame in it, I guess.
I asked you a question and you said, I guess.
I have some blame in it.
Did you own it with her?
Yes.
I don't think that's true.
I apologized to her.
For what?
For making the mistakes that I did, that she blames me for, causing her problems.
Great. What did you say? I apologize for, what'd you say?
I said I was sorry, that I made the mistakes. I'm sorry for what I did or didn't do.
Specifically, I'm sorry for beating you. I'm sorry for molesting you. I'm sorry for leaving you at the mall. Did you get that specific?
No, I don't think I did.
Why not?
I guess because it was in the heat of the moment and things were swirling.
That's like Alara saying to me, Colby, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I don't want to say to Alara, screw you, Alara. That's no accountability. I don't trust you. Let's not take, Colby, I'm sorry, the teleconference, whatever, didn't go well. That means nothing to me. Tell me specifically what you did so I know that you got it. So I have a hope that I can trust you in the future. You didn't do that. You gave her a broad stroke and she can't sink her teeth into it and she can't trust you. And then she takes out her anger on herself and is all self-destructive.
Okay.
You're avoiding your accountability, honey. And P.S., don't just apologize to her to get her in her good graces again, right? Only apologize where you feel like you're out of integrity.
Well, I feel like I've done that.
Not if you weren't specific with her. You haven't. Like my example to Alara. Alara said, I screwed up. Sorry. I wouldn't accept that. I wouldn't be able to move forward with Alara. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Alara would have to list what she did and a plan for how she would not do it in the future. You didn't do that.
I have done part of that. Maybe I haven't done it all the way.
You know, we're going back and forth, you and I say you haven't done that, you agree, then you back off and say, I've done part of it. Why are you doing that?
Seems like you feel guilty.
You're hedging. And that's what you do with your daughter, I'm betting. You hedge to protect yourself, to keep a good face. And then you don't have a relationship with her that you want. Own it.
Okay.
For your own integrity. So you can forgive yourself. No parent, even Alara, great parent that she is, I'm sure she's made mistakes and she regrets them.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Pleasure's mine.
And the thing is, Karen and anybody else, we as individuals, not just as parents, we all make mistakes, all right? We can't, nobody should expect us to be perfect. But if I did something wrong against my daughter or my son, I would say, I'm sorry, I forgot to pick you up, or I'm sorry, I was late picking you up, or whatever it was, you know, but I'm not gonna say that I, you know, have ruined their lives and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, no, they also are old enough to make their own choices, right? I mean, unless I did something really bad, which luckily I have not, but still, like, if you know, you have to look at that too, that they are also choosing their path.
Right.
They're also choosing that for them, that blaming you instead of taking ownership and control of their life. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
So don't take it all on you. We're not robots and we're not perfect. There is no superwoman around anywhere. Okay? We all make mistakes. We're fallible. It's okay. But yeah, like Colby said, own up to what you did, not all the problems in her life.
And if you did come across as superhuman, you did everything, you met all their needs, they would not be prepared to be in a relationship with a human being.
Yeah.
Right? Human beings are fallible. You can't be perfect and expect a child to maneuver the world in a relationship with other human beings. Can't.
Right.
Okay. Hopefully that helps, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And take yourself off the cross is, you know, it's hard. We tend to punish ourselves a lot, you know, but take yourself off the cross. There's only so much you can do for your kids. After a while, they have to choose for themselves. You know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't feel guilty about any of the choices that I made or anything I've done or haven't done. You know, I have no regrets. It's like, yeah, I did the best I could. Right?
And I did, yeah.
Yeah. Nobody can ask
Thank
more of that, more than that,
Yeah.
that you did your best, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so, all right, we're gonna go to Becky.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Colby. Can we take a look at where I have a disconnect with God?
Be specific.
Just trusting that I'm taken care of. Just that I'm supported and that
where are you supported? Be specific.
Where with
my question with your community, Laura. You have a lot of generalists here.
I know, right? And it's like all of this stuff you're saying, that's all good words, but you know,
yes.
like what does support mean to you? What does being connected to God mean to you? Like, what is, like, really be specific, because it's like we're all connected to God. We are all being supported, but where are you not being supported? So be specific.
Yeah, let's get
Well,
on the phone right now.
Well, just, I mean, in life in general, because it's been brought to my attention recently from even people close to me that I don't have a connection with God, and that believing in Him and
Around your double. What do you mean? I'm asking you to be specific, and you're saying the same thing in different words. Where do you not feel in my relationship with my partner at work? What do you expect? You're walking down the street and God's always like lifting you up. Like, what are you going for here?
No, it's with life as far as my job even.
What do you do,
in my spirituality? I'm in real estate.
And you want to feel supported by God in your job?
In my job, that's not the only thing. It's everything.
Okay.
All around.
I keep on saying to you, get specific, and you keep on resisting that.
I know.
So pick one thing.
No. We're here, Becky. We're here, Laura. Why do you think I keep on asking you to get specific, and you keep on going general? Why?
I just can't get it out, I guess.
No, why? Why are you doing that? You're asking for my and Alara's help.
Yes.
You're actively avoiding the help by going general, and I keep on going, why are you doing that? Because you don't want the help. That's why. You don't want it.
I feel like I can do it by myself.
You don't want it. You don't think you can do it yourself. That's not in your space. You don't want it. You're afraid of giving yourself over to God. So you're keeping yourself on this hamster wheel of generalities.
And I'm afraid because He hasn't been there when I've had all the trauma and everything I've gone through in my life.
He, she, it. All right, so why would you invite some Shamil God to help you if he, she, it hasn't been accountable in the first place? It's like going back to an abusive lover. You don't want it. You don't want God. That's what's going on. Yet you come to me like, I want to feel God in my life. No, you don't. You're bitter. That's okay. Me too. Laura, right? We're with you. You're human, not making you wrong. But you're mad at God for your life not turning out the way you want it. That's okay. That's okay.
And I don't want to be that way, though.
I know. I want a full head of hair. I don't have one. I could either do something about it or surrender. Those are my two options.
How do I do that? I don't know.
Well, do you want to surrender to a God who's not accountable?
To a God that's not accountable?
Right, because that's your God. That's what you told me, that God was not there for you. You want to surrender to a God who's not accountable?
No.
Absolutely. So then you have to come up with a due understanding of what God is. That's your challenge. What is God? And you do not have that distinguished. Maybe God is not personal to you. Maybe God doesn't intervene on behalf of individuals. Maybe God is objective. People like talk about God, but we have to define what God is to you. What you're really saying is, I don't want God. I don't want to be alone anymore. That's what you're saying. I feel very alone. I feel very unsupported. And that is, I believe, where your arc is. You have that, and you want to get to trust.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So you're alone, yes?
Yes.
You feel alone. Can you feel that in around here, it feels like to me?
Yes.
Yeah, what's in there?
Abandonment.
No, that's in your head. What's in there? Is it Giraffe in there? Is there a rock? What's in there?
It's emptiness. I don't.
Yeah. I'm sorry that life didn't work out the way you wanted. And I'm sorry. If you want what she's getting, receive what I'm giving. I'm sorry. Take that in, sweetheart. People are damaged in a relationship and they are healed in a relationship. I'm sorry you didn't get the support you needed, that you deserved. There you go. Let that crack you open.
Yeah.
You feel that?
Yeah.
I am so sorry. That shouldn't have happened. I am sorry. You don't want God as much as you want intimacy with another person, which is fine, but that's the real need. But you don't think you can get it, and if it showed up, you would be like, holy crap, get away from me. I can't trust you. But that's the real need. Do you understand?
Yeah, I guess my mind doesn't feel like it's the need to be with somebody. It's more like this morning I got a message that God's my missing link.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, well then how do I work with that? Because there's so much, stigmatism. When I think of God, I think of like religion. So how do I?
Stop. Feel me loving you and notice what happens. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
What happens?
It makes me want to cry.
Right. So why don't you let yourself? Your understanding of God right now is your ego coming in to stop this interpersonalness. Because what you're really scared of is.
Yeah. And I don't want it to be like that.
I get it. Who does? But it's awfully scary to connect with people. And it's wonderful. Notice you're feeling more centered and calm. Okay?
Okay.
Better?
Yes.
What are you aware of now?
That it's okay to feel love from other people.
And that's what you're looking for. A lot of spiritual people bypass their humanity and go for God. And then they get pushed back, like me. I was very much like you. God was far easier than to have intimacy with somebody. The quest for God. Okay. Keep listening. We'll do more if there's time. That's up to Alara. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Becky. All right. So, how is everybody doing? Yeah, it's
Long freaking show, Alara.
yeah. And we were here before you, so
Oh, wow.
we have an extra 15 minutes. Yeah, the whole call has been such a gift. So many different processes, so many. And the thing is, like with all of the callers, it's all really deep stuff. It's not surface stuff. This is all deep core stuff, which is awesome and amazing that you're all so vulnerable to be willing to bring it up. And, it's tough, when Colby's pushing you and like trying to get to that root, that core piece, and but that's the only way to get there. Nancy says, thank you. This has been very grinding. Grinding? Is that what you meant? Grounding. Thank you.
Grounding.
Yeah, that is better, grounding. But yeah, it's been very grinding if you've actually been going through each of the processes, really going deep. It is grinding. It's like, grinding you to a halt and to be present, yeah, exactly, both. So yeah, no, this is a little abrasive. Yeah, a little abrasive. But it's to get to, what that core thing is, that root of what's going on with you, so that you
I'm
can
not
be
here to be
helped.
popular.
Huh?
I'm not here to be popular.
No. And
Not at
and that's the thing. It's like, do you want to just have fluffy, nice stuff, or do you want to get to the core and like really find out what's really there? Right?
Right.
I'd rather know what's really there instead of my mind getting in the way and saying, oh, maybe it's this, maybe no, right? And it's about getting into the body and having the body communicate with you. So no, this has been amazing. It's been awesome. Martin said, needed to hear what I needed to hear. Yeah. Right, because you didn't want to hear that, right? But you needed to hear it. Absolutely. No, this was awesome. Anybody have any other questions or comments? Yeah, me, I'm starting to like fade. It's like almost midnight here, so it's like
Maybe we call it a day, yes?
that's what I'm saying. It's like if we would have done this at 3 p.m. Pacific, it would have been like midnight starting the call, and it's like, yeah, it would have been like too long, too late. Brenda said, this has been great. The energy is so powerful. Thank you for helping us move through our tough hangups. Absolutely, right? Yeah. Sandra says, yes, Colby has quite a style. Awesome, very deep. However, heart opener. Yes, absolutely. Lisa says, I'm glad to have come today. Good, I'm glad. Because if you were listening to the questions, the processes, going deep within them, you have been transformed on this call. You really have. If you're being willing to go deep within and be vulnerable within yourself, with you, then yes, you have had a transformation on this call. And I mean, there were many times that I was also brought to tears. I was also, feeling all the feels, and it's like, oh my God, right? So yeah, it's been awesome. Cindy says every call has been meaningful. Yeah, very, very meaningful. Diane says best response for energy shift experience on this call. Good, I'm glad, Diane. Awesome, all right. And I'm hungry, so it's like, oh, that's a good sign, right? So for those of you who know me, you know that I haven't been well yesterday and today, so being hungry is a good thing. I don't know, purging, who knows, whatever, but it's all good. I feel this call was amazing. I felt good throughout the whole call. Just now my voice is starting to go, but it was understandable. So no, that was great. Thank you so much, Colby. And thank you so much, everyone, for all of your comments and your questions and just your feedback about how wonderful Colby is. I told you before he even got here, right? I told you all that he's a wonderful healer, and that to raise your hand so you can get your questions answered. Go deep, right? I told you all that at the beginning. So I'm so glad that you all stayed with us, and I'm glad so many of you did get a chance to work with Colby one-on-one, right? And you can continue to work with Colby through the package, but also those 2 live Zoom calls, right? So part of this has to do with really you being willing to go deep within yourself, be willing to be present, be willing to be here in your body. You can't just be out there. You cannot create the life you desire, have liberation or anything without the body going along with you, right? So yes, a lot of love, self-love, absolutely, self-appreciation, self-acknowledgement as well, acknowledging who you are, how far you've come, everything you've done, acknowledging all that. Martin, that's for you especially. Acknowledge what you have done, right? And don't stop, right? And, take back your power, which, I don't like to say too much, but I like to power up. Power up. Don't take the BS, right? Stand up for yourself. Self-advocate, like Colby was saying, for yourself. And that's in every area, not just, legally, but self-advocate for you for nurturing your body, doing what's right for you, Put yourself first. Some of you know I do that all the time. I put myself first. Put yourself first. You deserve it. And it's not even about deserving. Why not? Okay. Colby, was there anything else you wanted to add? I was like, I can go off on and keep talking.
I just want to let people know that people are having a lot of feelings right now, given what's going on environmentally and all the social movements, economically, the election. And to stay separate from that, to bring your attention back to yourself. You know, be aware of what's happening, but at the same time, turn that stuff off. Don't get caught. There's a lot of wacky energy going on. And there's also a lot of incredible energy going on. So please take care of yourselves by restricting what's coming into your space. And can we just pray our way out and thank the beings? Is that all right?
Yes, yes, please. Thank you.
We thank the land and the beings of the land, the ancestors that settled these lands, specifically in my neck of the woods, the Skakomish and the Duwamish. We recognize our ancestors are our roots, and we thank them for giving birth to us. We thank our guides for their guidance, and our angels for their protection, our animal totems, our beings. We thank our God. We thank them for this opportunity to gather, to find our well-being within ourselves, knowing that we are hollow bones with the life force, the essence, the true one life moving through us. We are. We give thanks for this knowing. And we ask to be separated now into our own little bubbles, gathering up our own individual energy and sending out what is not ours. We ask for a blessing for all involved in this work. We ask that this work benefit all beings everywhere. We rest in well-being and we move forward, descending down into ourselves. To descend is to ascend. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done.
Awesome. Thank you.
Pleasure's all mine. It's a wonderful experience being in your community. Thank you.
It was wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Again, I'm all centered now and grounded and so I can't even talk anymore. But until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, night for some of you. Bye for now. Thank you, Colby.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Bye for now.